First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Yahweh is the name of who this world ignorantly calls God. Yahweh Shai is the name of who this world ignorantly calls Jesus. Bahashem means in the name, Rakah means spirit, and Quadash means holy. And that's all in the Paleo Hebrew. I also want to give double honors to the outer bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Today's lesson, I have it titled, America destroys us every day, but soon we will be restored. Right? And the reason I'm making this video is because that's the truth. Right? Every single day living here in America, Babylon the Great, we're getting fucked upside down, left, right, from the top. Right? Every single angle. Because of how this devil is operating this world. Right? Every single day you look up and you see planes, right, dropping chemical trails, which are killing us. Every single day we're eating polluted food, as it was prophesied, right? We're going to eat our bread defiled among the nations, right? That was prophecy. But every single day eating GMO foods, right? Food made in straight soy, which raises your estrogen, which throws out your whole system out of whack. Makes men less of men, right? Reduces their testosterone. Okay? Just everything is completely tainted. The water, right? Don't get me started on the water. All the fluoride in the water, which does the same thing, right? Messes with your chemical balance and pretty much throws your hormones off. Literally castrates men. And that's ultimately what these people want, is to have a weak society so that they can't rebel against the order. Because they know if everybody got together at once, hey, they would be done overnight. But that's not going to happen because it's not Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai's will. Right? But the point is that every single day here in America, hey, is something. Always something that is constantly just plaguing at us, killing at us. If it's not the food, it's the water. If it's not the water, it's the clothes. If it's not the clothes, it's the air. Right? Now they came out talking about how there's a research paper going into how they can put the juicy juice, right, the jump shot, in the air, and you can take it airborne, right? You don't even got to get it injected anymore. You can just breathe it in. And who knows if they've been having that in the air already, okay? Because that's also a plague, right? That's also killing us. And just the fact that there's research that you don't even have to take it, and you already still have it because it's in the food, it's in the water, and that's literally clotting up your blood and making people drop. Okay? But people still want to live here in America. They love America. They want Babylon to keep on going, right? People just completely confused. But through the grace and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, hey, we've been awakened, and we know ultimately that we're going to be saved out of this hellhole, right? Out of this complete nightmare. Okay? Because hey, every single day, man, I'd wake up before I knew the truth, and I'm like, damn, this is not living, right? This is not living. There's no way I have to go do this. There's no way I have to wake up and do this and do that, right? Get indoctrinated in this school system, right? I just knew inside me this is not it. And through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, hey, this renews you every single day because it's a lively hope, right? That living water that springs out of that well, out of that river, hey, day in and day out, it don't stop unless you do. Unless Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai takes the spirit off you. Right? But let's go into Ecclesiasticus and go into that. Go into the health part of this video. Because let's see what the scriptures say about health. Right? Verse 14, it says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body. Right? And through the spirit, right, we're all rich, right? We're rich in faith, hey, but our body is not up to par, right? We're still in these vessels, right? These chains of darkness, as they're likened to, that every single day they're making us go off, right? Every single day we deteriorate. We only have a certain lifespan that we can get to, and the more days pass by, the more wicked the society gets. Hey, that number keeps dropping and dropping and dropping, right? But it says, better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body, right? Because that rich man, hey, if he's afflicted in the body, he's not even going to be able to enjoy his riches. He's going to drop dead, and it was like if he had none. And that's us in the spirit right now. Right? We strive to see Yahweh Shai come back with the chariots and destroy this place. As it goes into the righteous, we want to see the destruction of the wicked, right? Terribly butchered it, but it's roughly paraphrased, right? We're going to rejoice when we see the wicked fall. Okay, so we want to be like that poor man, right? In a sound, a strong mind, right? Healthy. But man, it's like everything you try here, nothing works, right? You can go and do your little herbal detoxes, which that's all good, right? Your herbal detoxes, get the metals out of your blood, do your fast, right? But the problem is that once you clean out your entire system and you're exposing yourself to an environment that hasn't changed, right? The problem is not in you, it's in the environment, right? You can clean yourself all you want. When you go back outside, you're still going to breathe in those toxic metals in the air and just get completely fucked again. So it's a completely just perpetual cycle of death. But let's read verse 15. It says, health and good state of body. Let me actually slack you. Let me turn off my notifications. It says, health and good estate of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth. Right? Having a good physique, right? Not as just visually pleasing, but being in shape, right? Your heart being in shape. Hey, you don't want to just drop dead out of nowhere like these people out here. Slack because the point is that how we just read, right? You can work every single day of your life and make all this money, but if you just die out of nowhere and you never enjoyed it, it was like if you worked for nothing, right? So ultimately, having that endurance, having that life is more important than anything, right? Living. And we're gonna see that come in a wild fashion in these times to come, right? How these people are going to do anything to live, and how they're going to value their life more than gold, more than anything that is carnal, right? Jacob's trouble. Verse 16, there is no riches above a sound body, and no joy above the joy of the heart. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness, right? It is better to die than to live a life of constantly being sick, right? Constantly having infirmities on you, right? Catching this or catching that. Okay, being paraplegic, being anything that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai could plague you with. It's better to just drop dead than to deal with it, right? Because once you die, it's just instantly you're out of that suffering. But if you just continue on, man, in that pain, in that suffering, right? It's gonna be a very grievous thing. And through the Spirit, or in general, that's what we're doing right now, right? We have a bitter, continual sickness in this flesh, in this society, the way they're running it. And some of us, some days we feel like it's better to just drop dead, man. To just give up the spirit, like Paul said, than to keep on going and keep on pushing, because it's getting that bad. Okay, and the scripture going into that, let's get that in Psalms. This was David saying this, right? When she was talking about America. This is Psalms chapter 23 and verse 4. It says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me, right? That's the one thing we have, is that we know that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is going to take care of us, and he can heal us if we truly have faith and wait upon him, if we're doing the right thing, right? But the point is that he's walking through the valley of the shadow of death, which that signifies America, right? Because every single where we go, it's just death. Like I was going into the food, the water, okay, the vehicles, okay, the air, whatever you want to, you can literally look at anything and you can find death in it, because that's what this devil is, right? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's Job 9 and 24. And when it goes, there's a scripture going into how when the wicked rule, right, the people mourn. And that's what we're doing right now. We're mourning because the way this devil is ruling, right? Just complete out of order and complete just wickedness. But soon, he's going to come back and restore that order and restore that health. Give us a new sound body, a new sound mind, and we're going to be judges over the earth. But let's go now to Micah chapter 2, in verse 10, it says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction." Right? We're supposed to spiritually depart from this place, right? We can't just, if you really think about it, right, you can leave America and it might get a little bit better, but it's still wickedness and just death all over the place, because America, hey, it's made all the other nations drink of that cup, right? Which goes into the philosophies, the way of living, right? The whole earth is tainted because of these devils ruling right now. But as it says, "Arise ye and depart," or spiritually, "for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction." Right? Completely polluted, exactly as I was going into. Everything I just pointed out is straight pollution, right? And that's why we're supposed to be completely in a fuck this place mentality, right? Fuck this place mentality. And if you're not in that spirit, hey, there's a problem. There's definitely a problem, because this place, I don't even gotta say it anymore, right? The point is being established, and we're seeing it in full effect. The devil is running the world right now. Let's get Jeremiah and get into the salvation now, right? Because right now we're all sick, right? We're spiritually sick and physically sick, but soon, hey, he's gonna give us that health back. And let's get that. Let's read verse 16 too, to see what he's gonna do to these other nations. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 16. It says, "Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey." So all these devils that have gone against us, right? These other nations that have just completely tried to destroy the nation of Israel, right? All of them are going to have to pay for what they've done. They're all going to receive what they have sown, right? They're going to reap what they have sown. And this is Bible prophecy. It's going to happen because these words are true and faithful, and you can't come against it. We're seeing it right now. We're seeing the mark be established. We're seeing the condition of the earth. We're seeing how Russia is guarding up, and Russia is being a guard to the nations. That's prophecy, right? We're seeing Babylon the Great in full effect. We're seeing the prophets out there on the scene, breaking down the scriptures and prophesying the downfall of the society. Right? Everything that's been written, we're seeing it come to pass. So you best believe these nations are going to get their judgment too. And that we are going to receive our salvation, the Israelites. Verse 17, "For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahweh, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after." Right? Completely mocked Jake, mocked Israel, and mocked the apple of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai's eye. And for that reason, they're going to have to pay, and Yahweh Shai, or Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is going to come to set that order and restore health unto us. Right? This movie, it's not going to end with the chosen people just being completely obliterated forever here in America. Nah, he's going to come back to destroy this place. And rightfully so. Let's get that now. In 1 Corinthians chapter 15. This is the end game right here. This is the end game. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 51, it says, "Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality." Right? So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, "Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory?" Right? Death is going to be completely swallowed up. We're going to have new bodies, right? Immortal, with the law, statutes, and commandments inside of us, and we're never going to feel pain again. We're never going to feel what it feels like to have diseases on us, right? Hepatitis, diabetes, cancer, right? Everything we've been plagued with. We're never going to feel that again. You're never going to feel your back hurting. You're never going to feel a migraine. You're never going to feel, your legs never going to break. You're never, ever, we're going to feel discomfort because we're going to be changed to be like Yahweh Shai, man. That supreme glory. And this is why, let's get that. Counted. Should be in. Let's see if it's this. Let's start at verse 15 of Hebrews 11. It says, and truly, if they had been mindful of that country from whence they came out, they might have had an opportunity to have returned. But now they desire a better country, that is heavenly. Wherefore God is not ashamed to be their God, for he hath prepared for them a city. Right? The kingdom of heaven, the blessings, and everything that's been promised. That's the city we're looking for. And actually, let's get that. One more. Continuing city. Let's get that. In Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 14, it says, For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Right? We're seeking, the law, statutes, and commandments being in full authority. Right? The earth is going to be clean again. It's going to have the Sabbath, right? Earthly Sabbath every 7 years. Right? And complete order is going to be established. That's why we go through what we go through. Right? We bear the indignation of the Lord because we have sinned against him. So, this is the condition of the battle, and we have to understand the mission, understand why we're doing this, and what we have to receive, what we have promised. So hopefully this is edifying. With that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash, and double honors the outer bishops and apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Shalom to you, like Shalom.